Yeah, I'm hands on, the wrong one to put your hands on. Homie looking busted, you should probably put your mans on. Make sure that slick shit you kicking, you can stand on. Gangsters boogie, but the choppers get they dance on. This ain't the time for you to get the acting up. Yeah, I pop a lot of shit, don't make me back it up. I done came a long way, if I relapse and fuck it up, they're gonna be like, that's the one that used to rap it in the cut.
We keep it gritty to the third degree. Is you worthy of dirty? And we from Rand University, 30 for 30. You heard me? And we crapping on these rappers, time to take a dump. Daddy Mac, grab the Mac, daddy, yo, let's make them jump. We from the mud and we don't care who is next. Duck City rep the dub like dual Conceptz. And why would we stop it, yo? It's easy work. We leaving tops with more holes in the Yeezy shirt. We busting rounds on your squad. Yo, oughta lay down. We busting down your bras. And we ain't talking gray. Yo, we been hot in the cut. And Jenkins, my homie. Fill your ladies' inbox with their winking emoji. We got that Caesar flow, past the cheese and dough. Plenty say the nicest. These niggas stay hot and ready. Anyway you slice. And there's no way to stop the crew. We dropping these bombs, yo. We got the juice, OJ and Pac in a Bronco.
Hey yo, welcome to Behind the Grind. It's Johnny Conceptz.
It's your boy Trip B.
And here today with us, we got Duck City Music. We got NdaKut and CHJ. What's going on today, guys? How's everything going?
What up, what up? What up, man? Thank y'all for having us, man. Happy to be here.
Yeah, facts. We're happy to have you. So tell us a little bit about yourselves, obviously one at a time. And tell us about how you guys got together and how this collective started.
We started this one just a few years ago, but when my man was in a situation where he had a little bit more time on his hands, and we would just start taking it a little more seriously. And you know, we were making music when we were younger, but it was just for fun, for our personal pleasure. We weren't sharing it with the rest of the world at that time. So just over the last 5 years or so, we've been sharing it with the world. And it started when we were really young, man. It started, my man used to cut hair, and me and my homeboys would come over and hang out. That's really the organic way that it started when you talk about the roots. Right. But since then, we've had a lot of fun, and it's been a nice road since then. But yeah.
That's what's up, man. So how old were you guys when you first linked in the barbershop?
Yeah, we was what?
You were kids, huh?
What? Kids, man. Teenagers.
That's what's up, man. So you guys grew from the roots.
Definitely, and we was coming up in the golden era, you know, and the best time ever, you know what I mean? So when we started making music, we just wanted to make the music that we listened to, you know what I mean? So we were listening to the good shit, to the great shit, you know what I mean? That was the format, you know what I mean? That's what we wanted to sound like. That's what we wanted our sound to be like.
The golden era definitely provided a hell of a format for all of us who had a privilege to be a part of that. The mid 90s and late 90s, even to the early 2000s, I'd say, man, is just some incredible art being put out. So what got you guys from fucking kicking around in the studio to recording yourselves for the first time? When did this happen? How did this happen? And right off rip, were you guys Duck City Music? Did you have a different name at first? Was it always NdaKut and CHJ? Tell us a little bit about the origin, a little more.
That's a good question, man. Thanks. Nobody's ever asked us that, honestly. That's a really good question, dog. Good shit, Trip.
We got another exclusive.
We were Appalachian Assassins at first. We're from the Appalachian Mountains.
Okay, you know, Assassins. Yes.
Double A for short.
Okay.
But this is when, you know, it was still CDs. We were some of the first people around here to have what had going on at the time with CDs. Shout out to the Rebels of Ruckus. They was already packaged up and doing their thing, you know what I mean? But the first time we recorded, our first project was called West Virginia Men, and that's when we were the Appalachian Assassins.
And Duck City Music, obviously you guys made a change for the better, so.
What sparked the change?
Oh, that's a good question too.
For real, again, like we said, it happened. At the time, I had a lot more time on my hands, you know what I mean? So we had been making music. I kind of looked up at the time and was just like, you know,
we're still making music. Like after all this time, people living life and having kids and, you know, doing what they do, just life in general. It was like, we're still fucking around with this music. So let's just put it out to the world. At this time, we didn't have a SoundCloud. We didn't have a MySpace. We didn't have none of that shit. Everything we made was so we could ride around the town and bump in our own car.
Let my tape rock till my tape pop.
That type shit, you know what I mean? That's all it was for, you know?
Exactly.
I think I made a SoundCloud or something, and once I made the SoundCloud, I just started trying to share it like crazy just because I wanted a response. And we got a good response from like a couple people from like New York that was like MCs themselves and was messing with our shit. And you know, this is Charleston, West Virginia. I don't know, some people still don't even think we're our own state. You know what I mean?
Right.
We say West Virginia, they think Western Virginia.
Right.
This is a whole nother state. You know what I mean?
Man, I can relate to that, man. People don't know where Rhode Island is. People think we're part of New York. People, you know what I mean? I'm with you on that one,
Like,
man. Stand up, West Virginia. Stand the fuck up. 401. Stand up. Jesus.
That type shit. You know,
Straight like that.
But you know, once we got that, we was like, wow, like people really mess with us. I mean, they, you know, for another MC to tell you that from New York, you know, for me, it was like, whoa, that kind of meant something. Because when I listened, I mean, he wasn't trash, you know what I mean? Duke could spit. He was nice. And it was like, damn, he fucking with us like that. So we must be doing something right. So we just continue to put it out and put it out. To answer the question as far as the name thing, at that time, it was probably like 5 of us, for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just a collective more than anything. Like, it's what it still is, but, you know, we just kind of had taken a break from the music, but yet we were still messing with the music. And it was like, what are we going to call this thing? We came up and ran West Virginia, which is the home of Randy Moss, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Otis.
So we came up and ran West Virginia. They call it Dodge City. We moved to the state
Shout
capital.
out to Rand.
Shout out DC. We moved out to Charleston, which is the capital of West Virginia. 10 minutes down the road, they call it Chuck City.
Shout out to the Chuck.
So we just took Dodge City and Chuck City.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with no fucking birds. You know what I'm saying?
Not that.
People always want to attach a duck to the shit. It's nothing like that.
Maybe some Scrooge McDuck if you want to attach Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, one day, gonna be swimming in the gold coins like Scrooge.
That type shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Good to hear a little bit of the backstory. Coming up in this game leads down several different roads, and eventually you get to where you're going. And when you find your name and your true path and all of that, it feels like you did strike gold, like Scrooge McDuck, man. When you find Duck City music, and then like you said, the guy related to you from New York and told you could spit and shit, and then it's like people can also relate to you for your name and stuff like that. And Duck City music definitely hits. I can definitely tell you that for sure. I was intrigued by the name right off rip and the logo and everything like that. I thought it was cool shit.
Yeah, so you talked about the origin of Duck City music, which was really dope. But let's talk about a little bit about how you came across Grind Mode. Like how did you find it? Did you find it on social media? Did you hear it from word of mouth? And tell us about like your first experience, not only with Lingo, but with the collective itself.
Yeah, I think I was the one that introduced Grind Mode to Duck City, or vice versa, however you want to call it. I think I saw it. I might have just saw it online, maybe Facebook or something like that. The first one I ended up going to was the 2x2, which was back in 2017 in Ohio, in Columbus, Ohio.
That was the first.
I think I remember you being at trip.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I remember you being there.
Yes, sir.
Again, I think it was just through Facebook or something like that. And I saw they were coming so close, and it was like, you know, Lingo put his thing, attention MCs and producers, you know what I mean? Right. So I'm like, here we are in the midst of our trying to make our music thing, and I see this attention MCs. Right. So I looked at it, and I was like, Columbus, that's not that far away, you know what I'm saying? Then I think he probably had after me and Lingo, I know how he works, so he probably had a link or something attached to the shit, and I'm sure I clicked on the link and went to a video, and then it was like, okay, that's what they do, you know. And then I went from that video to the next video.
Went down the wormhole. Went down the infamous grind mode wormhole.
It was like, okay, this is what they do. This is what we're gonna do when I go to Columbus. Okay, I want to do this. Right. So that was the first introduction. That was my introduction.
That event was a great time, man. And I had a huge story. I don't know if you heard. I missed my flight and everything, my connecting flight to Ohio, and I was about ready to head back to Rhode Island, all bummed out. And I contacted Lingo. Lingo hit me back and was like, "Bro, all you're gonna have is the negative aspects of this trip." I was on a flight back to Providence. I hopped off the flight and said, "Excuse me, I gotta go rap." Fucking hit Ohio, and I pulled up in an Uber like 20 minutes before the first cipher started shooting. I did get a chance to meet you. I did get a chance to meet you there real quick. We didn't get a really chance to talk. And right after we shot, I was kind of out. But that event, man, all the live different stages they had going, the graffiti, the culture and the vibe was really alive at the 2x2 Fest. I just want to shout them out real quick.
Yeah, that was a great event. I think we've hit every 2x2 since then. I mean, of course, since COVID and all that. I think we might have been there every year since then. You know what I mean? So it's been to every Grind Mode event since then. So it's been a good thing, man. Grind Mode is a great networking platform. You know what I mean? So
like when you got to Columbus, when you first stepped onto the video shoot, was it what you expected, or what were you expecting something different? And did it meet your expectations of what you thought it would be?
No, I didn't know. I didn't really have any expectations. I mean, I saw the videos. Mm-hmm. And I didn't put a whole lot of thought into the process. At that point, my thing was I just want to show up and do what I show up to do. So like I said, I didn't have a lot of expectations. But Lingo, he got this shit. He runs it pretty smoothly. You know what I mean? Lingo knows what he's doing when it comes with that. Because still to this day, I wonder how he handles so many different personalities and people, and I mean, he just does it day after day, week after week, month after month, now year after year. You know what I mean? Looking back, I loved it. I got to meet a lot of cool people that, to this day, I still have connections with. My man Super MC, it was the first time me and him had met. Yep. And we've made a project. I went to the D a few times to visit him. He's came here, and
made a relationship out of it. Yeah. Made a relationship.
Yeah. I've met real, and that was my first time. I mean, I've never met you guys, and I'm surprised. I mean, I watched a bunch of videos. I'm surprised we've never been on a cipher yet, anything before. But I know of you guys, and I've seen you guys because of this. And I actually know a lot of I think Cap is in line to get with y'all. But meeting people like Cap, meeting people like shout out to Cap. Yes, sir. Just so many people. I don't even want. If I started saying people, we'd be here all night. But all the people that a lot of people we fuck with to this day is because of Grind Mode Cypher. So that's what's up.
Hey, CHJ, man, I wanted to ask you, what about you? What was your first cipher? Did you hit the 2x2 Fest with NdaKut?
Yeah, speaking of that 2x2 Fest, I've had some really good times at 2x2 Fest. I'm sad that that's not a thing anymore. We had a lot of fun there. Shout out to everybody involved with that. Right. But nah, man, that was my first experience with Grind Mode. For real, I was still playing football, Trip. It was playoff time. He was like, I got this shit going on. And at that point, I was like, if it wasn't some merch or a show, I was gonna go play football. So it was playoff time. I went and played the playoff game, whatever. A month or so later, that fucking shit came out. I was like, oh shit. I was mad. I missed that shit, dog. Like, what the fuck is going on? Right. So I made sure I made the next one, the next close one, and it was in Charlotte. And we met Blind Fury there that day. What was the name of that Charlotte joint?
I think it was just Charlotte. I think it was just Charlotte.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I think it was just Charlotte.
Yeah. One time I met Marshall Alexander there. Shout out to Marshall Alexander. I met a Knox sister. I met Jack Frost that day. I met Jones McShine, G-Sin there. G-Sin. We had a good time.
A bunch of people, man. Sorry if we're leaving anybody out, man. But,
right?
Yeah, again, that's just another
Joey
thing.
Bars. Yeah, Joey Bars. Who doing this thing? His shit fire. Sorry, I forgot your name.
My man B Villainous.
Shout out,
man. I had a good time, man. It was fun. My brother had just passed away. Rest in peace, my brother Kale. those are some of my favorite verses that I still share and keep in rotation, and I get a lot of love off of those. That was my first experience, but real shit, no bullshit. When I seen him on that 2x2 fest and I didn't go to that one, I was pissed. I was pissed. I've been on my shit since then, fella.
Well, let me ask you, because we were talking about like all the MCs that you've met like throughout the ciphers. So let's segue into let's break it down to 5 MCs that you would want to work with out of Grind Mode Cypher.
Man, I've worked with a lot of the guys already. I mean, for really, I'm open. I'm open to work with whoever, for real. Most of the people that I was like, I really got to work with these people, I've reached out to them, and I've already, I've worked with Lingo, I worked with Para. I got some Para.
So we're about to do the rapid fire segment with the homies from Duck City Music. Brought to you by Brawlers Inc. Clothing. Shout out Joe Brawler. All right, fellas, let's go.
All right, so let's start it off with the rapid fire segment. Let's go with everyone had to pick a side, Biggie or Pac.
Biggie.
All right.
Snoop or Luda?
Luda. Snoop.
50 or Ja?
50. Why you laughing? 50.
I'm just saying. He a real big Ja fan, so I know. I ain't want to step on no toes.
All right, check it out. Big L or Big Pun?
I hate to. It's really they equal, but personally, Big L is my man. But Big L, I gotta go with Big L.
I'm going with what he don't go with. Whatever he didn't say, I was going with. I'm going with Pun.
That's the win-win, lose-lose. Whatever.
Check it out. When you're alone in the car, pop music or rock music?
No. Soft rock. I like soft rock.
Facts.
I like soft rock.
Facts.
Soft rock.
Yes.
All
right.
I like Britney Spears type of pop.
All right. That's different. Okay.
Method Man or Redman?
Ooh. That's a good
Damn.
Whoever got the bigger bag.
A hell of a fucking question. I'm going with what he don't go with.
I'm going with Redman. You know what I'm saying? Redman.
I'm going with the pen. Yeah, that one is
Fuck Dr. Cal.
Let's go with Patron or Captain?
Throne all day.
Big Tron.
Big Tron. We're going.
Big Tron.
I'm going. You guys prefer salt and vinegar or barbecue chips?
You know what? It depends on the brand of chip.
All right, talk to me. So what brand for salt, vinegar? What brand for barbecue?
It's got to be Snyder's barbecue.
Okay.
And it's got to be.
Ain't Snyder's West Virginia shit? I think
Nah,
Snyder's is basically.
we got Snyder's up here now. We got Snyder's. Yeah, they're like the Subway.
You gotta go with the Snyder's barbecue, and then you gotta go with the Hers salt and vinegar.
Hers is West Virginia.
Okay.
What's that brand? I don't know the Hers brand. What's the Hers brand? Because salt and vinegar is my favorite. I ain't never heard of that brand. He has though. What about you, CHJ? What are you feeling?
Yeah. For me, it depends if I got some females around. If I got some females around, I'm going barbecue.
Barbecue? Oh, yeah.
If I got no females around, I love me some salt and vinegar, but it's just hard to get some kisses that way.
All right, let's keep it going. You got some buffalo wings. You like the bone on them or boneless?
Bone on.
Bone on.
That's facts.
All right, the movie Friday or How High?
Friday for me.
Facts. Me too.
How high today?
Yeah.
Might be different tomorrow, but today,
How high?
Just because y'all made me think about Red and Meth.
Right. No, that was a good movie too. They were both good in their own right. Do you like action or comedy movies?
It depends on the day, but I'm usually a comedy guy.
Okay.
Today, comedy today.
Sega or Nintendo?
Ooh.
Oh man, that's throwback. Listen, it's my answer. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna blow in the cartridge.
And since he went there, I'm gonna go Sega because I was a big gamer when I was a kid, and we didn't have a whole lot. But my mom got me a Sega, so I was a little bit different in that. I had the first Sega when it was Great Baseball, and that was the name of the game. Great Football. That was so I gotta go Sega.
That's what's up, man. A little nostalgia for you.
So would you rather rock a crowd of 300 that came to see you, or rock a crowd of 1,000 that came to see someone else?
We rocking that crowd of 1,000, and we're gonna take about 800 fans.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done.
Man. Give me the 1,000 too, man. I'm trying to walk out of there with
like
more fans.
Or something.
Oh, you're opening up for Britney Spears.
All right, fellas, that's gonna wrap up the rapid fire segment.
I like that rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire.
And that's kind of what you just told me was that boom bap in West Virginia used to be like an oxymoron, and you guys were the only two still spitting that raw boom bap shit, and it just kind of caught on still.
I don't even know if it's caught on yet, Trip. I'm making music, trying to emulate kind of music we listen to.
Exactly, right.
Again, like I said, this goes back to that. We didn't really listen to a lot of the stuff that's out now. Not that we above evolving or whatever you want to call it, but and we can venture out and do these other things. We have a couple tracks where we've done like this newer sounding thing, but the core of what we love to do is just like spit those bars, cypher type rhymes, you know, braggadocio type, I'm the best type shit. You know what I mean? That's what we started doing.
Braggadocious raps are life, bro. That's my whole pen. That's my whole pen game.
Exactly, man. That's an MC persona. You know what I mean? As an MC, that's just an MC persona. Everybody got to have a little bit of that in that game if you call yourself an MC. I got some new shit for my young homeboys. I love music, but what they seem to fuck with us on was that boom bap. And we just being ourselves. Like you said, we doing what we love. Yeah, our favorite rappers are what we grew up on. You know, I got into some other shit when I got older. Like you said, we both don't listen to strictly. It ain't like all we listen to is Capone and Noriega and Mobb Deep all fucking day and Wu-Tang. Like we love a lot of other shit. You know what I mean? But what everybody was on was that boom bap action.
So you guys are at a restaurant, and you can have 5 people sitting there with you. Okay, fake, fictional, real people. It could be someone you've seen on a TV show. Like, who are those 5 people there with you?
Ready.
Hit us with it.
First, we're gonna start off with my baby Britney Spears. Shout out to Britney. God bless you, Britney. We're gonna go with Beyonce at number 2. Beyonce.
Okay.
3, we're going with Riri. Rihanna, how you doing, baby? I love you. I love you so much, Riri. Number 4, we're going with Lauren London. I know you've been going through some things, Lauren. I love you. I love you. I love you. And with number 5, last but certainly not least, rest in peace, my brother Khaled. That's my 5. I want my brother Khaled to be there and enjoy Lauren, Britney, Beyonce, and my sweet baby Riri. How you doing, Riri?
I think he's definitely gonna enjoy that company.
I love you, Riri.
Yeah,
I love you, Britney.
Rihanna just hit me with a text.
Hi, Rihanna.
Shout out, Rihanna. Brittany, you were going a little crazy, girl. We're here for you. Just hit up the DM if you need.
I love you, Brittany. I love you, baby. I love all y'all. I love all y'all equally.
Hey, now, NdaKut. Now, I know when you see that table, you might stop by for a few minutes, but you got your own table set up at this restaurant. So who's gonna be joining you for dinner?
He's not welcome. That table. A lot of tables he's welcome to. Not that one. He is not. I love you, Riri.
Listen. My 5. I'm probably gonna have all my kids together there, so that's 3.
Family.
Yeah, I like that.
Family.
That's 11.
That's 11. 3. You know what I'm saying? I got a receipt for 3 of them. The rest of them I can't count for. And I might still. If they don't act, listen. And with that receipt, if they don't act right, I'll take their little ass back. You know what I mean? I'll take their little ass back, trade them in. You know what I'm saying?
I brought you into this world. I'll take you out.
All that. You know what I'm saying? All that. So I got my 3 kids. I had to have my dad there. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. You know what I'm saying?
Mine too, man. R.I.P.
Yep. He'll keep all my kids in line. I don't got to worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? He will keep them in line. And then probably somebody that'll, show me some game like a Bill Gates type, maybe even like a Master P type. You know what I mean? I need somebody to put me on the game and just get my finances right so I can take care of these badass kids. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Hey, fellas, man, we really appreciate having you guys. Shout out Duck City Music. Shout out NdaKut, CHJ, man. I really hope you guys can make it out to the Bronx for the first time and check it out. It's definitely a vibe. And yeah, we'll definitely get up sooner or later, man.
And so tell us a little bit about where we can find your music and where we can follow you on social media.
I think he just recently updated his farmersonly.com account. So y'all can really definitely check him out there. You know what I'm saying? BigHeadMCs.com. I know he's on that shit. Other than that, we on all social medias, Duck City Music. Definitely check out our Facebook page. We got a pretty good following on that. Instagram, we on there. Find our music pretty much on all the sites where music is played or sold or whatever. And definitely go check out our Bandcamp page. We got a couple new projects in the works. Hopefully we can be dropping those real soon. My man Lingo finishing up a video for a single we can be putting out real soon. So we still out here, man. We still working. And I'm sure he got a site or two, a link or two. I don't know. I ain't on the board. Sure it's some spam.
He covered it up.
That shit gonna come with some kind of virus.
Yo, no Tinder.
You can find us on Grind Mode. All Grind Mode shit. For real shit. We crack a lot of jokes. We have a lot of fun. But we appreciate y'all having us, man. And this shit wouldn't be what it is, or we wouldn't be having these conversations if it wasn't for people like all of us involved working hard, thinking outside the box and going hard, man. So find us on Grind Mode, man. Nah, all jokes aside, man. Shout out to Lingo. Shout out to Paris. Shout out to AOK. Trip, what it up, man? Johnny, what up, man? Thank y'all for real.
Absolutely, man. Thank y'all for having us.
I really appreciate you guys, bro.
Hopefully y'all can put a blur on his face during this video. Thank y'all for having us, man.
Yeah, thank you for coming out.
Thank y'all for the opportunity, man. I watched y'all shit with Mo Ruckus earlier today. I did my little homework on y'all before I checked it out, man.
Rookie Luciano
like y'all doing
and the whole Grind Wave.
Yeah, Grind Wave. Shout out to Grind Wave. But we appreciate y'all, man. All this whole little network thing kind of all ties back to Lingo, man. For real. I mean, I ain't saying he came up with y'all's idea, what y'all doing, but that's where the connection is, man. The Grind Mode thing. So we appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for showing up. Thank y'all for having us on, man. We had a good time.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys giving us the time to talk to you. It was a great conversation. A lot of laughs. So we definitely appreciate that.
Facts.
But with that being said, I'm Johnny Conceptz.
I'm your boy Trip.
And this is Behind the Grind. See you next time.
All right, fellas, man. It's a wrap. Yo, that was good shit. The first Mo Ruckus interview we did, we never hit record on the Zoom.
You had to do it twice?
We had to do it twice, yo. Yeah. As soon as we got off, I had to call him up, like, bro.
Yo, welcome to Behind the Grind. It's Johnny Conceptz.
It's your boy Trip B.
And here today we have...
I'll do it over.
All right.
It was hot that day. I had my shirt off. We was getting drunk. We had a good time.
Oh, shit.
I don't want my badass kids at the table. They can ruin a good time. I'll see them later on.
Are you guys at the restaurant at the same time? Are we pushing the tables together? Is that what's happening?
Listen, man.
No.
Hold up.
No.
You want to with these women, bro?
Hey,
I'll see him later.
I was going to ask
See him all the time.
I was going to begin my whole shit saying I wanted to invite to his table, but he already said I wasn't welcome.
No. I love him. I love him to death. Would you rather me lie to him?
Damn.
We only got about, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 Grind Mode vids, I think. Man, I think I'm on like 17,000 or so. You know what I mean? I got like 497 million views on my shit. So fuck with us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, NFCs.com.
Nah, all jokes aside, man. Shout out to Lingo.